Hello, everyone, and a very happy Christmas to all you WWE fans. As we're here, as for our Christmas special here for the WWE Universe, we're going to look at the latest tribute to the troops. Yes, WWE's annual Christmas event where they pay homage to all the men and women across the states, of course. And this is their annual Christmas event where they come together and bring the troops together to come and see the WWE superstars perform. So, without further ado, let's see how Tribute to the Troops went down this year. So, of course, it started off with the national anthem from Lillian Garcia, which would lead to the six-man tag, which was announced on Raw pro to the event, which would be The Shield, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose, taking on Samoa Joe and the Raw tag champions Cesaro and Sheamus. And yeah, obviously Cesaro, Sheamus, and Samoa Joe were unable to beat The Shield as The Shield continued to dominate as Raw's biggest faction, as they would overcome overcome those three and be able to look strong heading into 2018 for The Shield, which is looking good for them. And like I said, looking forward to see where The Shield will go from here heading into the new year. And then, of course, we have another handicap match where Charlotte would take on Carmella and Ruby Riott, who obviously Ruby Riott is a part of the Riott Squad, which is another women's faction that's also debuted on SmackDown quite recently. And obviously, Charlotte Flair was able to win the handicap match, and obviously, as SmackDown's women's champion, looking strong heading into the new year. So obviously Charlotte Flair is looking good, which is nice to see. And then eventually, of course, it would lead to obviously some more performances. Obviously, Machine Gun Kelly, a very common singer who's been obviously had a big relationship with the WWE for quite a few years now. I mean, he's done a lot of performances for WrestleMania. Particularly, he helped John Cena walk into WrestleMania 28. For his big match against The Rock, and obviously he's sort of well known in the States. He's more known in the States than he is in the UK, but he's an all right young fella. I mean, he does some good songs, but moving on, of course, we come to the 8-man tag where we would see the Usos team up with the New Day. This sort of new partnership that's gone on between the New Day and the Usos, even though that the New Day are probably still mad at the fact that they haven't recaptured the SmackDown tag titles from the Usos yet, would take on Chaz Gable, Shelton Benjamin with Rusev and Aiden English, which were basically the opponents for the Usos' Fatal 4-Way, which happened recently at Clash of Champions. And this was basically an opportunity for them to work as a team for each other, and obviously the Usos and the New Day were a better team because they were able to win against Rusev, Aiden English, Chaz Gable, and Shelton Benjamin, looking strong in the 8-man tag. And then this would then lead to another 6-man tag where the Raw women's faction, Absolution, which would feature the return of Paige and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, would take on Mickie James, Bayley, and Sasha Banks in a 6-man tag. And of course, Absolution still looking strong to the Raw women locker room and able to defeat Bayley, Mickie James, and Sasha during the event, which is quite cool indeed. And this obviously led to the announcement about the women's Royal Rumble match, which will debut during the Royal Rumble. And then, of course, the main event would be AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Jinder Mahal. And, of course, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Shinsuke Nakamura were able to defeat Owens, Zayn, and Mahal in the 6-man tag as AJ Styles closed out Tribute to the Troops with a victory. So that is pretty much what went down pretty much in Tribute to the Troops, and it was a nice way to end off the year pretty much. A nice relaxing show to pay homage to all the men and women of in uniform, and also a chance to celebrate the holiday seasons with the WWE. And of course, they've recently had the Raw Christmas episode on the big day, and of course the Boxing Day SmackDown, which is currently which will obviously be happening this coming week. But so that was pretty much true to the troops this year, and it's a lovely way to end the showcases for this year. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Christmas special here, and look out for the best of 2017, where we'll look at all the best matches from each of the pay-per-views of this year. So thanks for watching, everyone. Happy Christmas, everybody, and I'll see you all on New Year's Eve for that best of. See you then.